Today, I feel like talking to you about how to get a business credit card for a new business. So, if you are a solopreneur, an entrepreneur, a sole proprietorship, an independent contractor, I want you to stick around till the end of today's conversation because I'm going to reveal to you the method, the formula you need to get a business credit card for a new business. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous. If you were to ask me, if you are doing as superb as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to talk to you about how to get a business credit card for a new business. And I have 5 steps for you. Step number 1, you need to understand the startup card application requirements. What are the business credit card for new businesses? What are the requirements for new businesses credit cards? When applying for a business credit card, you'll be asked for both personal and business information. Commonly requested business information includes a tax ID number. If you don't have a separate tax ID number for your business, aka EIN, employer identification number, and the Lord knows many entrepreneurs don't, you can use your social security number. You need to have the business's name. So if your business has a legal name, put it here. Freelancers, consultants, or gig workers without a named business can just put down their own name instead. You need to mention the legal structure, the entity type. So this is where you identify how your business is organized, whether it is an LLC, a partnership, a sole proprietorship, LLP, S corporation, C corporation. Really depends on how you want to structure your business. Mind you, though, that sole proprietors can qualify for business credit cards just like any other businesses. You need to mention the address and phone number for your business. If you're working from home, that's fine. If it's separate from your own, that's fine also. If you don't have a business location or a separate phone line for a business, your home address and personal phone line number will do. The date you started your business. So this one is pretty straightforward. And you need to put total annual revenue for the business. Now, revenue is the money your business brings in, right? It's not the same thing as profit, folks, because profit equals revenue minus expenses. So it's possible that you might not have any revenue as a new business. So if that's the case, you can put $0 on your application. You need to put information about individuals who own 25% or more of the business. So if someone else has more than a quarter share in your business, you'll want to have their name, date of birth, social security number, and address handy in case the issuer requested. And you also need to mention the type of industry. Again, this is different from business structure. This is what you do in your business, such as transportation, construction, accounting services, consulting services, for example. So, step number 1, understand startup credit card application requirements. Step number 2, collateral and personal guarantee. You need to have an idea of what those concepts means and how they impact your the approval odds, the odds of approval for your business credit card for a new business. Collateral and personal guarantee. So when you apply for a business credit card, you are generally required to personally guarantee any debt on the card. This means that if your business fails, you are on the hook for any balance, and the credit card issuer can go after your personal assets. Nobody wants that, right? At least I wouldn't want that. So this is the case even if your business structure otherwise protects you from liability for company debts, as with a corporation or LLC, limited liability company. On the plus side, the personal guarantee makes it possible for a new business to qualify for a card even if it doesn't have a lot of revenue. Because of the guarantee, the application also requires details about you so that the issuer can run a personal credit check. And so this typically results in a hard inquiry on your credit report and a temporary dip in your credit score. Just by the way, hard inquiry will impact your credit score. A soft inquiry, the kind of inquiry you have in a pre-qualification process, does not have any impact on your credit score. So here are some of the details you may be required to provide in terms of collateral and personal guarantee. All right. So you have the name and the job title, your social security number, your annual income, the ownership percentage of the business, your home address, your phone number, your date of birth, and your email address. One thing I want to mention here is that it is possible to actually get a business credit card for a new business without collateral and personal guarantee. So you have two options. You have those that require collateral and personal guarantee, and you have those card issuers who do not require any collateral or personal guarantee. We have covered extensively this topic on other shows, so you might want to double check into our database of videos to learn more about that. One thing I just want to say before closing on this in this section is that please, you want to manage your financial situation straightforward, and you want to manage it properly. So do not risk your financial situation by posting collateral or a personal guarantee on a business credit card for a new business if you cannot do it. In other words, if you're not financially stable to do it, do not do it. Go for business credit cards that do not require a personal guarantee or collateral. Step number 3, I want you to really pay attention to business structure considerations. I spoke about that a little earlier. Here we're talking about the type of businesses that you have from a legal standpoint. I spoke about it a little earlier, but now I'm going to go a little in detail. Why am I going in detail? It's very important because the kind of business legal structure you have will have an impact on something called the corporate veil. You are trying to separate you're trying to segregate your personal finances from your business finances, and this is very important if you're trying to cover your butt should a problem arise. If your company is sued, the last thing you want is to have your personal asset being on the line. So you don't need to have walls or employees to be considered a business for credit card purposes. If you are engaged in an activity that earns money and you're not someone else's employee while doing it, you are a business. If you have no idea what your business structure is, then you're most likely a sole proprietor. The most common types of businesses are sole proprietorship. So you have a sole proprietor owns an unincorporated business by themselves, keeps all the profits, and is liable for all the debts. Sole proprietors can include such people as freelancers, Amazon sellers, Etsy shop owners, rideshare drivers, or taskers who perform services via TaskRabbit or Fiverr or Upwork, you name it. You also have partnerships. So a partnership is a formal business relationship between two or more people who share in the company's profits and are responsible to some degree for its debts. So law firms and medical groups are often partnerships, and so are accounting firms. And then you have S corporations. A corporation is a C corporation rather. C corporation. So a C corporation is a legal entity that exists entirely separate from its owners, which means the owners bear less legal liability for the company's debt. And then you have S corporations. So an S corporation is a special type of corporation designed for smaller businesses, which allows the owners to avoid personal liability while getting special tax treatment. And there are fairly tight rules for which businesses can qualify for S Corp status. We have covered that also on other shows. And then you have LLCs, limited liability companies. An LLC will shield its owners from personal liability without requiring them to form a corporation. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation about how to get a business credit card for a new business. And step number 4. So step number 1, understand the startup credit card application requirements. Step number 2, understand collateral and personal guarantee. Number 3, you want to have a better idea of the business structure that you need to have. Step number 4, choose the perfect business credit card. Now, the best credit card for your new business or startup is one that aligns with your needs and spending patterns, okay? And also one that aligns with the needs of your clients and the industry you're in. So here are a few factors to weigh when picking a business credit card. You have to think about annual fee, the rewards, travel-friendly features, bookkeeping tools, and credit reporting. There are many more, but those five are quintessential if you want to have the best business credit card that can help you actually run your company better and monitor your expenses a lot better. So annual fee. So cards with annual fees often provide benefits that more than outweigh the cost, but there are plenty of excellent business credit cards with no annual fee. Also, you want to consider that you may be able to deduct the fee as a business expense. What about rewards? Business credit cards tend to have richer sign-up offers than consumer cards, really, if you think about it. While those offers may be attractive, please do not let them distract you from the card's ongoing rewards and benefits. You want to focus on whether you spend often in the card's rewards categories. That said, you will get more value from the card if you do things properly. And you also have to think about travel-friendly features. So if your business requires a lot of international travel, a card that does not charge foreign transaction fees will save you a lot of money. A lot of money, believe me. You can also avoid complications with payments overseas by choosing a business credit card that belongs to a network with broad merchant acceptance like Visa or MasterCard. So regardless of whether you travel domestically or internationally, you might consider a card that offers airport lounge access or that reimburses you for the application fee for TSA pre-check or global entry. And bookkeeping tools. Many business credit cards offer account management tools, and that's fantastic. And those tools, believe me, they can help you stay organized come tax time. And that's what you want, really. So if there is a particular feature that can simplify your life as a business owner, it should definitely make it onto the checklist of must-have for a business credit cards. And last but not the least, you want to think about credit reporting, because if at the end of the day, if your goal is to grow your business and build your business's credit history, make sure your business credit card reports to Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax at the very least. You want to contact the issuer to verify which credit bureaus a credit card reports to. Step number 5, you need to get the top business credit cards for new businesses. And really, the right credit card for your business or startup will depend on your goals and expenses, as I said earlier. So really, depending upon your priorities, you may choose Discover Business Card, Capital One Spark Cash for Business, the Breast Card for Startups, or the Business Platinum Card from American Express. Let's dig a little deeper here. Let's say if you prefer, let's say a $0 annual fee, in other words, a no annual fee card, the Discover It Business Card offers unlimited 1.5% cash back on all purchases. You'll get some breathing room with the card's intro offer of 0% on purchases for 12 months, and then the ongoing APR of 14.49% to 22.49% variable APR. And new cardholders get this bonus offer, and this is something you can actually take advantage of. You also have the Capital One Spark Cash for Business, and this offers simplicity we love that simplicity. They offer a 2% cash back rate on all purchases. On top of that, the card offers a sizable sign-up bonus, so you can earn a one-time $500 cash bonus once you spend $4,500 on purchases within 3 months from account opening. The card, the Capital One Spark Cash for Business, does not have it does have an annual fee. So you want to actually think about it. It's the fee is $95. And unlike other cards for business owners, the Brex card for startup doesn't hold you to a person guarantee. And it really determines eligibility by looking into your company's cash structure, spending patterns, and investors. And your business must have $100,000 in the bank to apply for the card. Having said that, there are special circumstances where the Brex card may waive the $100, the $100,000. They may bring it down to 50 grand or 25 grand. So you can see that it's not about you having sales. It's not about you having any kind of credit history as a new business. It's more about having money in the bank. And with the Brex card, you can earn 1 point per dollar spent on purchases and more in other categories if you make the Brex card for startups your only company card. And cardholders also benefit from an intro offer and discounts with certain merchants. The card has a $0 annual fee. And then we have, last but not the least, we have the Business Platinum card from American Express. This can offer generous perks like travel credits, redemption bonuses, airport lounge access, and more to business owners that spend heavily on travel. And the card has a steep $595 annual fee, but the card's perks and intro offer can potentially offset the cost. So you can earn 100,000 membership rewards point after you spend $15,000 on eligible purchases with the Business Platinum card within the first 3 months of card membership. And the card offers 5 membership rewards point per dollar spent on flights and prepaid hotels booked through amextravel.com, and 1.5 points per dollar spent on eligible purchases of $5,000 or more, and 1 point per dollar on all other purchases. All right, folks, this was it for today's conversation. So I was just having a quick discussion with you about how to get a business credit card for a new business. And there are 5 steps. First, you want to understand startup card application requirements. You want to understand collateral and personal guarantee and how they actually correlate with your business credit card for a new business. You want to pick the right business structure to improve or to boost your chances of getting a business credit card for a new business. You want to learn how to choose the perfect business credit card for a new business. And last but not the least, you want to actually find the top business credit cards for a new business. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, stay marvelous.